going to talk about the 5 breakout pitchers for 2024. And we got to start with Yamamoto.
Yeah, so we absolutely makes sense. But again,
Yes.
these are in no order. So
Yes.
Yamamoto is on this list. 5 breakout pitchers for this season. This one's simple for all the reasons I just said. This guy throws hard. He's got a Clayton Kershaw curveball from the right side. He's got a nasty splitter. His 2023 stats in NPB went 17-6 with a 1.16 ERA, 176 strikeouts in 171 innings. That's all you can ask for. I mean,
Yeah.
He's winning Cy Young awards over there. He's winning MVP awards. It's not called the Cy Young over there. The equivalent of the Cy Young, I believe it's called the Sawamura Award. And that's off the top of my head. So I think I got that right. But let me know if I did. Winning the MVP awards over there. So this guy is a stud.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything less when he comes over to Major League Baseball. But do expect there will be bumps. Like it is a difficult transition to come over. It's a different baseball. It's a different game. Just hitters swing differently. It is different. So expect some bumps and bruises along the way, but ultimately, a really, really good year for Yamamoto.
But we had that with Shohei Ohtani too. It was like he came out of his first spring training and everyone's like, ooh, yikes. You really think this guy's going to be it? Like, okay, now 2-time unanimous MVP. Like, he's doing great.
That's why I think Senga deserves more credit for the year he had last year. He was great coming over in his debut season. But I digress. We move on.
Okay, who do you have? Who's a second arm you're looking at?
Second up for me is Tarik Skubal with the Detroit Tigers. Left-handed, throws 100. He's been lights out in spring training. His advanced metrics are off the charts. Last year, in Major League Baseball, by the way, he went 7-3 with a 2.8 ERA and 102 strikeouts in 80 and a third inning. He just didn't pitch much last year due to, our injuries and shutting him down and stuff like that. But I think this is the year. I think we could be talking Cy Young Award for Tarik Skubal this year.
That's a hot take.
That's how nasty he is. So keep an eye out for him. Good for my Detroit Tigers. We need more arms like this. We need some bats. We need Javi Baez to hit over 100 on the year, and then we're going to be cooking, baby.
Uh-huh.
A lot needs to happen, though.
Keep dreaming big. Let's move on to your next arm. Orioles Grayson Rodriguez.
Yeah, this one's a no-brainer for me. A lot of these are, but Grayson Rodriguez had all the hype in the world coming up. He comes up. You see all the stuff. It's disgusting. Has some bumps and bruises, obviously, in the first half. But last year in total went 7-4 with a 4.35 ERA. Punched out 129 guys in 122 innings pitched. But his second half stats are where this is what we're talking about here. Second half stats went 5-2 with a 2.58 ERA, 73 strikeouts in just 13 games. Grayson Rodriguez is nasty. He throws 100. He's got wipeout stuff. I really like him. I again think I'm not just going to go down this list and say this guy's going to win a Cy Young Award because I just said Tarik Skubal might. Grayson Rodriguez is in the same league and also might. But all I want to say is these guys are going to break out not just in a hey, he's going to have a full good season. No, I think
like career-wise, like beginning of a blossoming, beautiful, long career.
I'm saying like break out in terms of like these guys could be top 5 in the Cy Young Award by the end of this
household
season.
Names. You're talking about household names.
Yes.
Okay.
So Grayson Rodriguez is also one of my 5.
All right, let's move to San Francisco. Kyle Harrison. Now, we haven't seen a ton of him yet, but there's a lot of potential.
Nasty stuff. Really big arm in that rotation. Not a huge household name. Last year in Major League Baseball was just 1-1 and not a lot of starts. 34 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 35 guys in 7 games with a 4.15 ERA. Look, this is just if you're just looking at a pitcher and looking at numbers and don't really know where to start on like where's the potential? How good could this guy be? ERA is a classic standby, right? Like look at an ERA, sure, that'll forever be a good judgment of where a pitcher's at. But in terms of like stuff, if you ever look and see that a pitcher has more strikeouts than innings pitched, that's a pretty good barometer of like that guy's nasty. And then if you start looking at walks and that's far less, I mean, Kyle Harrison has the ability from the left side, left-handed pitcher, good stuff. can throw hard. Keep an eye out on him for the Giants. And they also need him to be good. Also, by the way,
Yes.
another team that has been involved in Blake Snell talks.
Giants?
Yes.
You getting some insider info, or is this public knowledge?
This is insider info from Twitter.
Oh.
Yes.
So public knowledge.
The Giants are
your deep creeping's going for
the Giants
for good.
are still in on Blake Snell. So Kyle Harrison, breakout pitcher for this year.
All right, who's wrapping things up for you?
Lastly, we have Cole Ragans from the Kansas City Royals, friend of the pod.
Yep.
Opening day starter, throws 100, left side. Things you love to see. Really, really, really good last year. Also things you love to see. 3.47 ERA with a whip of just over 1. 113 strikeouts in only 96 innings pitched. That is his 2023 stats as a whole. Let me read off to you all his second half stats last year. He went 5-2, which who cares about win-loss record? But 5-2 with the Royals.
Yeah, that's
last year.
not bad.
That is actually saying something. Now that I think about it.
Yes, it is.
2.64 ERA with 89 punch-outs in 12 games pitched. Cole Ragans is going to be a household name after this season, even though he's pitching for the Royals. That will be better, but they're not going to.
They went out. They did a lot of work this offseason. They were paying.
Yeah, but they're not going to be like, when the casual baseball fan turns in October and it's like, who's in the playoffs? It might not be Cole Ragans.
Yeah.
But you're going to learn his name even though he's pitching for the Royals this year because of how nasty he might be. So you heard it here first. In the American League, Cole Ragans, Grayson Rodriguez, and Tarik Skubal are all winning the Cy Young Award this year. Would you look at that? It's crazy.
Well,
Those are my 5.
It's
5 breakout pitchers for the 2024 season. Cole Ragans, Kyle Harrison, Grayson Rodriguez, Tarik Skubal, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.